Okay, so your math homework for this week, that it will be due on Friday, November 17th, is a review. So we have, on the front, there are 4 word problems. This one is a place value. You're still expected to follow the unwrap strategy, so you would underline the question, circle important information that you notice, and then you would solve it by using a model or a standard algorithm, or however you would need to solve it, whatever you are doing. So this question, just so you know, this is talking about there were 29,674 people who attended the Astros game in spring of last year. This year, for the World Series Game 5, 43,300 people attended the Astros game. Which attendance was greater? Write that number in expanded form and expanded notation. So you have 2 things that you have to do for this problem. You have to determine which one's greater, and the one that's greater is the one that you will write in expanded form and expanded notation. Okay, remember the difference between the 2. Expanded form is simply the value. So for example, this is just an example, this is not part of the question, but if I had to write this number in expanded form, that's where you write the value of each digit. That's expanded form. But expanded notation would be if I wrote the number times the value. So that's, remember, expanded form, expanded notation. So you will do that for the number that was greater. Okay, so numbers 2, 3, and 4, I'm telling you now, they are multi-step problems. You will need to follow the unwrap strategy to solve these. I want to see either your model or your work or whatever you need. So I'm going to do number 2 as an example. I'm not going to solve it with the answer, but everything that you need. Campbell had 76 yellow tokens and 35 pink tokens for the carnival. She combined her tokens. Then she gave 56 tokens to Luke. How many tokens did she have left to give to her other friends? I'm going to underline my question. Then I need to circle and notice keywords. Can somebody tell me something that's important in that question?
How many?
Okay, so how many? What else?
She combined.
What does combine usually mean?
She added them together.
So we're going to have to add something. And she combined her tokens. That's kind of important. So these were her tokens, right? She combined those. Now what else is important? She gave. What does that usually mean?
Subtract.
Okay, anything else?
Numbers is 56.
And 56 is the last one. Good. So if I were to solve this, I know that I'm going to be doing something with combining or adding and something with subtraction to find out how many she has left. Have left is that other important word right there. So I would probably add Campbell's tokens together. I would get an answer, and then I would probably take that answer and have to do what? Subtract 56 to get my answer. Okay? So make sure when you're doing this, you're showing all of your work nice and neat for me. If I were to have drawn a bar model for this, I know that her total was going to be this. I don't know what the number really is yet. But I also know that she gave 56 away, so we had to find this out. So this is what it would look like. This would be the total, whatever you got here. Then you subtract the 56 like you told me, and whatever's left over is how much she would still have to give to her friends. Okay, so number 3 and 4 are also multi-step problems, so I'm looking for that unwrap strategy, and I'm looking for maybe a model or a picture or something to help you determine what you're going to do. On the back, there are 3 questions with patterns and tables. Okay, so when you're doing this, I'm just going to pick I'm going to do 6 right here. I'm going to talk about 6. So this says, Walmart packed markers in boxes of 6. Which tables show how many can be placed in 3, 6, and 9 boxes? So here's my question. Here are my important things that I need to know. And then I'm going to solve. Well, guess what? I'm going to cover up this because I don't really need to look at this yet. I need to make my own table. Okay? So here's 1 box, 2 boxes, 3, 4. I'm going to go all the way to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when I figure out the rule and I figure out what would go in each of these boxes, I know I need to look for number 3, 6, and 9. Those are the important ones that I'm having to look for. The rule in this one, it tells me right here, Walmart packed markers in boxes of 6. So 1 box had how many? 6. 2 boxes would have what? 12. So if I'm going this direction, I'm just adding 6 each time. And I'm going to keep going. So what would 12 plus 6 be? 18. So I know right away one number I'm looking for is one with 18. And then I would need to keep going until I got to 6 and 9. And then I would look in these graphs, in the little table, sorry, not graph, in the table for the one that had all 3 of the correct numbers that I needed. But you must create your own table first. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You must create your own table. So this one, the rule is plus 6 because it's increasing by 6 each time. Okay, so you have 3 tables to practice this week. Alrighty?
Alrighty. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.